Well, Charlie Lee, if you haven't noticed, has checked off the fourth huge unexpected surprise. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel... Got to keep it real over here at Realist News. If I put these check boxes up and I said one huge unexpected surprise, I got to be honest, I don't think this would make my cut. This wouldn't have even made the cut, even kind of, for one huge unexpected surprise. I'll be honest, what would be the announcement of something like, oh, you can do, well, you know, on ERC20 tokens on Ethereum, you can now do those kind of tokens, smart contracts, on the Litecoin network and blah, blah, blah. That, in my opinion, would be one huge unexpected surprise. Not that Abra app for your phone is going to use Litecoin to, I'm not sure what they're going to track, if they track it or whatever, but it says, anyway, second piece of good news today, this was yesterday, last night, Abra Global has chosen to launch its newest product on the Litecoin network after a long and thorough research. Abra lets you invest in all sorts of cryptocurrencies, all hedged with smart contracts on Litecoin. So that's what this is about. So if you look at their blog, Abra's new decentralized investing technology platform. Keep in mind, Charlie Lee, I think the day before, had said he retweeted a tweet from 2016, I think, where he goes, tomorrow's going to be a good day. And then that next day, I think Litecoin was listed on a major exchange. It may have even been on GDAX or something. I don't remember. And so he retweets that tweet like 2 days ago or whatever. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. So everyone's thinking, oh, Litecoin might go on the Gemini network. I actually thought that might be it too, because they did say on Gemini, not the network, but the Gemini exchange, that they would be adding Litecoin soon. So we all thought, well, maybe that's what the news is, because that's what he said in 2016. Well, anyways, a couple pieces of good news from him yesterday, whatever. But this is it. This is the final checkbox, even though we're still missing checkboxes 2 and 3. But again, in my opinion, you know, you go and save the best for last. But he thinks this is one huge unexpected surprise. So today, Abra announced a new version of our smartphone app and exchange service, which enables investing in 20 cryptocurrencies. And by the way, I think only the Philippines and the United States are the only ones who are able to really buy with dollars, you know, currency, and use that platform. From some of the comments I saw on the phone apps review area, like on Android Play Store, I was looking at a lot of the reviews, which enables investing in 20 cryptocurrencies and 50 fiat currencies, as well as the real-time exchange across all 70 currencies, meaning fiat to fiat, fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. This is the first time a platform is offering 20 cryptocurrencies plus 50 fiat currencies in a single wallet with real-time exchange across all 70. No third-party custodian. How? Smart contracts being dealt with on Litecoin, I guess, on the Litecoin network. So is this kind of a smart contract, you know, like the ERC20 tokens on Ethereum? Is there something going on here that we're not being told? I mean, if you're using the Litecoin network, there's got to be something going on here. You can't just sell, you know, move Litecoins back and forth to track it. Like, so there's something going on here. So that might be the big secret too. That, well, let's just read on for a minute. Abra has been using stable coins in USD, euros, whatever, Japan, and our platform has already seen hundreds of millions of dollars worth of transactions using the same technology. We are now extending this technology to create synthetic digital assets that includes other cryptocurrencies. In other words, Abra gives you the investment exposure to cryptocurrencies or fiat currencies without actually holding the physical currency. These multi-sig contracts based on the P2SH scripts on the Litecoin and Bitcoin blockchains simulate investment contracts the way a gold ETF is a contract based on USD. In the case of gold contract, if the value of gold goes up, the user gets more USD. And if the value of gold goes down, the user loses USD. Abra is doing the same thing, but using Litecoin and Bitcoin instead of USD, with Abra acting as the counterparty. So, okay, so that's not a smart contract in the sense like an ERC20 token on Ethereum. This is literally what looks like a futures market, and the money, instead of US dollars, is either Litecoin or Bitcoin. In this case, they're really saying Litecoin. So they're buying Litecoin. This app needs Litecoin. All seeing, all powerful, all knowing, but he needs Litecoin. George Carlin. He needs money. The religious churches. He needs Litecoin. So my understanding is, well, let's read. Maybe we'll get a better description than what I'm about to tell you, or what I just kind of told you. Abra is doing the same thing, but using Litecoin and Bitcoin instead of USD, with Abra acting as the counterparty, i.e. the other signatory, to the P2SH scripts. Abra now runs a market-making operation that hedges away our counterparty risk for over a year now with no service interruptions. We've extended this market-making capability to include the altcoins launched today. Today, these P2SH scripts are two of two multi-sig scripts, with Abra acting as the second signature. Abra intends to add an oracle function as a third signature, likely in another legal jurisdiction later this year. Abra has chosen Litecoin as the primary asset class for our investment platform, although we now have the ability to move users between Bitcoin and Litecoin contracts. We chose Litecoin after a long and thorough research process to determine the asset class that met our criteria: secure, safe, scalable, on-chain and off-chain, low mining fees, and preferably with adherence to the published Bitcoin Core roadmap. We believe that Bitcoin will always be slightly more secure than Litecoin, due mainly to its smaller block size. Many refer to Litecoin as digital silver versus Bitcoin's digital gold. But this small security trade-off means lower mining fees and more on-chain scaling for our users. We believe that Litecoin is the best choice today for these contracts. Quote, I'm excited to see Abra has chosen to use Litecoin network in the newest iteration of its app, said Charlie Lee. Litecoin's unique combination of low fees, high throughput, and secure immutable transactions. It's a great fit for its use as a programmable money. Why does this matter? The synthetic currency technology is a breakthrough on several levels. One, Abra can quickly add additional cryptocurrencies to the app once they pass our rigid analysis around liquidity, contract market making, and other factors. And two, consumers in any country can now invest in any asset class regardless of where the asset originated. Quote, Abra has developed an easy-to-use app for managing investments in cryptocurrency, said Dan Bona, professor of computer science and head of applied cryptography group at Stanford University. Their use of multi-sig technology in Bitcoin and Litecoin to create investment contracts is quite powerful. That they have done it in a super user-friendly way is commendable, end quote. While we're starting with cryptocurrencies, this model can be extended to stocks, bonds, commodities, etc. The same app can be used to send money as well as invest. We are truly becoming the crypto bank. So listen, I read that only Philippines and US right now can, I guess, buy with money, cash, but that doesn't stop people from sending Bitcoin or Litecoin over there and then buying those other cryptos that sit on that platform. And I guess they're using, again, the platform is using mostly, I will say now, from the looks of it, or maybe all the way, Litecoin as the money. So think of it this way: you're into this crypto, this crypto, this crypto on their platform, not including Litecoin. You've chosen some other cryptos. You also are playing games with the Japanese currency, the Chinese currency, whatever. And as I said, we can add stocks, bonds, commodities. Next thing you know, silver is going to be on there. Microsoft stock, Tesla stock, all this stuff is going to be there. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, maybe Charlie Lee's right about this one huge unexpected surprise. Maybe he's right after all. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm thinking this. What if all that Litecoin needs to be there, right? Because in order for people to hold these coins, it's as if they're using Litecoin as the money. So if the price of your coins, currencies, whatever you're playing with over there goes up, really it's a Litecoin value. you get more Litecoin back, kind of, you know, as the money. But that's why you can't take out, I'm assuming anyways, why you can't take out any cryptos, any of these altcoins. You can buy them on there, and then they say, oh yeah, you own this, and here's how much you have, but you can't move it ever. It stays on that platform until you sell it. So it's literally, this is reminding me of the CME, you know, futures contract, CME group, except with that, we're using dollars. I'm buying a futures contract. The underlying asset is oil, gold, corn, wheat, whatever you're playing with, the commodity. You never touch the commodity, even though technically you can demand delivery. You never touch the commodity, you just have the piece of paper. But if the commodity price goes up, that piece of paper you're holding value goes up in dollars. You cash out of the contract and get your money and run. So what I'm trying to figure out is, if you're in all these altcoins and you're on that platform, the Abra platform, and you have OMG and silver and gold, ultimately when they add those things, some stocks, some bonds, whatever, and the value rises and you want to quote unquote cash out, what are you getting in exchange for quote unquote cashing out? Are you able to just take some Litecoin out automatically as a payout and actually get it? Or does that Litecoin then get converted and sold off to Bitcoin? Because I understand Bitcoin can be moved in and out from what I read. And maybe you get the Bitcoin, but nonetheless, Litecoin has to be in there in that equation somehow, if they're using it for this purpose. Or can you just get paid out in dollars? I think you can also, but right now I think US and Philippines only from what I read. And if you can cash out US dollars, again, I'm assuming they would have to then sell some Litecoin behind the scenes for you to get your cashed out dollars and run, you know, take your money and run. I need to look more into this to figure out how this actually works, like in great detail. And I might just pause this video here for a second and try to find it real quick. So hang on. Yeah, I think what I just described is accurate, because look at this. Abra makes it quick and easy for you to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah, blah, all these other coins and many more without the complexity of managing multiple wallets, blah, blah, blah. Exchange cryptocurrencies at any time for other cryptocurrencies or for any of the 50 fiat currencies available almost instantly. Abra uses Bitcoin or Litecoin as the underlying asset for extending your investment into other cryptos. Learn more about our revolutionary technology, which is where I think I just read you. Yeah, this is their blog. So I think what I just described is accurate. Like US dollars in the CME group in the futures market, although really the underlying asset there is actually the commodity. You know, the gold, the silver, the wheat, the corn. That's really the underlying asset. So they're saying Abra uses Bitcoin or Litecoin as the underlying asset for extending your investment into other cryptocurrencies. So one way or the other, they must get their hands on Bitcoin and Litecoin, especially Litecoin, for their entire system to function. Whether I got it slightly wrong or what, that's not the underlying asset, whatever. That's actually irrelevant. Why? No matter what, they have to have crypto. In this case, Litecoin or Bitcoin. You can send, I just read it, you can send them Bitcoin directly or USD, etc. And you fund your wallet, you start buying stuff. I guess when you start buying stuff, it has to go out and buy Litecoin in the same value of the stuff you just invested in, because you didn't really invest in those coins. It's almost like you're investing in the price of those coins, if I'm thinking what I'm thinking. Because if, I mean, the only other thing is they're using Litecoin as the underlying asset. You say, I want to buy some OMG and this coin and that coin. They really go out and buy it and then store it on their system with your name on it, so to speak. But to do that whole entire thing, they needed Litecoin to go out and make the purchase and all that. Then when you say, okay, those things are up, I want to sell them, they sell them back for Litecoin on wherever they're doing it, whether it's their own exchange or some other third-party exchange, who knows. And then the Litecoin is brought back. And then if you want to cash out, you can sell the Litecoin for dollars, right? So it's just like What I'm seeing here is Litecoin being used all over the place, just for them, for this application to work. I think there's a lot more fine details they're not telling us, which is why I'm kind of giving you my thoughts on how I think this works based off of the information I'm reading from them, without them saying, going really in depth with it. But just plain and simple, they need Litecoin for this to work. They're going to have to purchase Litecoin to do this. So how many people are going to start using this app? Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. All that means is, hey, it's kind of like the United States. Oh, you guys want to buy and sell and trade oil across the world? You got to use US dollars. Iran over here, we don't like that. Iraq over here, we don't like that. We're going to bomb your place. I bomb your freaking place. You do not treat my people like this. Jerky Boys. Jerky Boys clip. But, not that they're going to bomb anybody. All I'm saying is, what we have to the world, the US dollar, world reserve currency, you want to buy and sell oil and stuff, you got to use US dollars. That was the agreement that's been going on forever across the world. What they're saying here is anybody that uses this platform essentially must use Litecoin, except you don't actually have to go and get the Litecoin. Their system's doing it for you as you buy and sell stuff behind the scenes. So when I think about that, as this platform grows, this actually is pretty, that fourth checkbox may actually make sense. This might be bigger than we know. It's just going to now take time for it to grow its user base a little bit, little by little. And I say little by little, but this is crypto. People might be flooding in there. Then you start adding the stocks and the bonds and the things they said, the commodities. Wait a minute, I could get I can buy silver, so to speak, own some silver or gold or whatever commodity. Yep, just send Bitcoin or cash over here and you can buy it. Oh. So it's just another way for people to play around with investments. And they need Litecoin. He needs Litecoin. So this is pretty darn interesting, actually. I at first was like, oh, big deal. Then as I read into it, this might be a big deal as a little bit of time goes by. So fourth checkbox is checked, but the second and third are not. And again, the second and third are popular online wallet and goods trading platform. Is that Amazon? Is that somebody else? Who knows? But the merchant processor checkbox was Coinbase's deal. And he checked that off. One huge unexpected surprise. Check that off. That's what I just read you. Abra. Abra, abracadabra. I want to get me some Litecoin. So, it's just more positive news. Well, why isn't Litecoin exploding today? Doesn't matter. Guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Just be patient and you will be rewarded. I'll say it for the millionth time. Transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. Remember old Dan at my job? He was extremely impatient. Richard, who made numerous mistakes at my job, sold off when he shouldn't have, bought when he shouldn't have, resold off when he shouldn't have again. Impatient. That was why. Impulsive, impatient moves. Oh, that one's moving. Let me go into that one. Oh, it's falling now. Damn it. Now I'm down on that one. All right, give me my money. Take my money out. Oh, that one's out. Let me put it in that one. Oh, shoot. That one's down now. Impatient. I go back to the day I talked to both of them. Day one. Guys, you want in on this? Litecoin's $90 to $100. Today's the day. Today's the day. If you want in, get in now. You missed it before when it was 40. Today's the day. All right, they jump in. $100 Litecoin. 200, 300. Oh my God. Then it starts going down. Oh, no. As soon as it hits their Coinbase account, boom, they sell off. Mainly Richard at that time. Actually, I think maybe both of them did. Then it starts going back up again. Oh, shoot. Let me buy back in. Then it goes back down again on them. They're crushed. I said, look, guys, going back to that day, if you did nothing else but hold your Litecoin, like I said, don't chase it. Just sit on your Litecoin. Buy some more on the dips if you want, but just sit on it. Would you be better off right now than you are? Oh, yeah. Of course. You sold when you shouldn't have sold, and you bought when you shouldn't have bought. Except for the first time I told you. Today's that you guys want in, today's the day. So it's a transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. Believe me, I've got patience for light years. Speaking of Litecoin, for light years, I have patience. Joe, we should pay the house off. We should have paid off back in December. Evelyn, relax, it's fine. We should have paid the house off. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Nobody saw Mt. Gox coming to dump thousands and thousands, the trustee, of Bitcoin on the market. Had that not happened, the house, as I predicted at the time, would have been paid off in January. We would have had $600, $700, $800 Litecoin. And I said, Evelyn, as I told you, if we're anywhere even close to $1,000, $800, no problem. That's close enough. I'll pay the flipping house off. But then we got the FUD, the Mt. Gox debacle, trustee selling at the worst possible times, unloading on the market rather than trickling it in to make it not affect the market too much. You need the most value for the people you owe the money to as the trustee. Yeah, you trickle it in. I heard that Bittrex and them contacted the guy to tell him, don't do that way. You're going to affect the market. Don't do it. He did it anyways. I'm hearing that that's what happened. Bitcoin would have already been in $30,000, $40,000. Litecoin would have been 800 easy. January. So does that mean, oh, sell off now? It didn't happen. No. Patience, my friends. Patience. Everyone's antsy. Get that crap out of your head. We just got a crystal ball delivered to us, remote viewing session from an unbelievable guy, Dick Algeier. December price of Litecoin will be over $3,000. The guy drew one of 4 possible drawings out of millions of different things the guy could have drawn, not knowing anything but an ID number. And he drew the inside of the best possible target for Litecoin. And boy, oh boy, are there some serious trolls going on in that video of mine. Comment section. And not just trolls, just people who just don't get it. They just don't understand it. They can't believe it. They only want to believe in something they can see and touch, and that's it. And that mindset has to go. And it's slowly going, because a lot more people believe in that stuff. Whether it's remote viewing, psychics, all the whole 9 yards. It was a military created thing. They've used it. The guy was trained by a special forces guy in Hawaii 20 years ago. Special forces military. Yeah, we don't use that. Right. And Ed Dames, former military, same story. So, bottom line is, you can comment all you want. Of course, go for it. But you're wasting your ignorance in words on a screen, okay? So, anyways, hodl your coins, buy more on the dips. You're going to look back and say, man, I wish I could get under $200 Litecoin again. And when you're saying that to yourself, you'll probably be saying the same thing. Such as, man, I wish I could get $400, $500 Litecoin again. And then you're going to be saying, boy, I sure wish I could be getting $1,000 Litecoin again. And then you're going to be saying, man, I sure wish we had the days of $2,000 Litecoin came back. I'd like to get that. And then a massive sell-off comes. Oh my God, $2,000 Litecoin just happened from $8,000, let's say. Oh, no, it's going lower. I can't get into that, man. That's the end of cryptos. It's over. Do we have that short of a memory? How many times do we have to keep hearing this before the boy who cried wolf 50,000 times becomes that doesn't even work at all, even the first time anymore? Oh, big 40% sell-off in a few days. Okay. It's cryptos. That happens like almost regularly. Why are you nervous? Why are you bothered by that? Buy the freaking dip. Those days are coming. And just like Bitcoin, $400, $800, $1,200, $2,000, $3,000, $8,000, $12,000, $15,000, $20,000. Now we're at 8 today, a little over 8. Oh, it's going to 4. It's going to 4. Then it's going to go to 2. Really? Are y'all sure? Are all you guys so sure of that? Hodl your freaking coins. Safest thing to do. Hodl and buy the dips. Why? Because you only experience a loss when you pull the trigger and sell. if it's down. And you know what they say, when the markets are down, stare at a clown.